what Mike, when we talked about discovery with Mike Wolber from A Partner List, he was chatting about discovery, like the next level of discovery is discernment, right? And he speaks about how like discernment is often about helping them discover the unknown struggle and prompting questions that are genuinely curious. Like they're genuinely curious. They come from a generally curious position to try and seek to understand, even have them say out loud what, and often they connect the dots in real time. Like they may be seeking to have a conversation about one thing, but as you have these conversations in depth and you ask, and it isn't a question about being a pest, like saying why. It's genuinely following the conversation and activating the points on that being to ask them how they articulate the problem. It's almost like being a coach, and you coach them into the questions that they are seeking to solve. And what I find really interesting is that I can go with the problem and try and like almost litigate them to our solution, but that's still not going to get them to hell yes. And that's the part that I learned a lot in the last year, is moving away from like that litigator approach of asking them leading questions to bring them along, to asking them questions that genuinely reflect their objectives, and then making an offer to say, hey, if this is what you're seeking to solve, maybe this might help. What do you think? And then they go, well, I haven't thought of it that way before. And you go, oh, that's interesting. Why not? Well, we just didn't see this kind of technology before. Okay. Well, given that you've seen this now, and we'll do a demo, how does that change your original project, your original to-do? Does that change the way you want to do things? And then we get the feedback from them saying, yeah, no, maybe not. They go, okay, that's okay. Is there anybody else that I can introduce you to that can help you get to where you want to go? Because we don't do that thing. Yeah, you should talk to, XYZ or, ABC, but we're not going to solve that problem for you. But in the meantime, what I also find very interesting is that when I give that deferral to somebody else to go solve what their core problem is, they sometimes will say, but you know what? We're not having a problem with maintenance triage, but inspections is really dragging us down. Can we talk about inspections for a little bit? And so often I've found that by giving away the opportunity, it actually comes back with more discernment, more intention than how we open the conversation.